If you think you can't get a reliable SUV for under $15,000 in 2026, I'm about to prove you wrong. I've spent the last 3 weeks researching, test driving, and talking to mechanics to find the absolute best options. What's up everyone? Welcome back to Nichi Auto. Today, we're diving deep into the best used SUVs you can actually buy for under $15,000. And I'm not just going to show you random SUVs, I'm going to tell you exactly what years to look for, what problems to avoid, and what you should expect to pay. Now, before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single week to help you make smarter car buying decisions. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so let's set some realistic expectations. With $15,000, you're looking at SUVs that are probably anywhere from 5 to 10 years old with somewhere between 60,000 to 120,000 miles. That might sound like a lot, but here's the thing: modern SUVs, especially the ones I'm about to show you, are built to last way beyond 150,000 miles if they're properly maintained. What you want to focus on is finding something with complete service records, no major accidents, and preferably a 1 or 2 owner vehicle. At this price point, you might see some cosmetic wear, maybe some scratches, a small dent here and there, but that's okay. We're looking for mechanical reliability, not showroom perfect. Also, I'm ranking these based on 3 key factors: reliability, practicality, and overall value. Let's start with number 5 and work our way to the best option. Coming in at number 5, we have the 2015 to 2017 Nissan Rogue. Now, you can find clean examples of these for anywhere between $12,000 to $14,000, which leaves you some budget for any maintenance you might need. So why is the Rogue on this list? First off, it's extremely practical. The Rogue gets around 26 mpg in the city and 33 on the highway, which is fantastic for an SUV. That's going to save you serious money at the pump compared to bigger vehicles. The interior is spacious, you've got room for 5 adults comfortably, and the cargo space is actually really impressive. Behind the second row, you get about 39 cubic feet, and if you fold those seats down, you're looking at 70 cubic feet total. That's more than enough for weekend trips, IKEA runs, whatever you need. Even these older models came pretty well equipped. You're getting a backup camera, Bluetooth, and most of them have that nice 7-inch touchscreen. Some even have the around view monitor system, which is super helpful for parking. Now, here's where we need to talk about the elephant in the room: the CVT transmission. Nissan's continuously variable transmission from this era has a reputation for problems. I am not saying every single one is going to fail, but there have been enough issues that it bumped the Rogue down to number 5 on this list. If you're looking at a Rogue, you absolutely need to check if the CVT has been replaced or serviced. Nissan extended the warranty on these to 84,000 miles or 7 years, so some might have already been replaced under warranty. If it hasn't been done, factor in another $2,000 to $3,000 for a potential replacement. The Rogue is a solid, practical SUV with great fuel economy and lots of space. Just be really careful about their transmission. Have a mechanic you trust check it out before you buy, and make sure you see maintenance records showing the CVT fluid has been changed regularly. At number 4, we have the 2016 to 2018 Ford Escape. This is a really popular compact SUV, and for good reason. You're looking at around $13,000 to $15,000 for a good one with reasonable miles. The Escape comes with 3 engine options in these years, and here's my recommendation: go for the 1.5-liter EcoBoost turbocharged 4-cylinder. It gives you a nice balance of power and fuel economy. Around 23 city and 30 highway. The base 2.5-liter is fine too, maybe slightly more reliable because it's naturally aspirated, but you lose some of that pep. Stay away from the 2.0-liter EcoBoost unless it's got very low miles and perfect maintenance records. That engine has had some carbon buildup issues. Inside, the Escape feels really nice for its class. Ford's Sync 3 system is one of the better infotainment setups from this era. It's actually responsive and not frustrating to use. Most models have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is awesome. Rear seat space is decent, not as roomy as the Rogue, but still comfortable for adults on shorter trips. Cargo space is about 30 cubic feet behind the second row, expanding to 68 with the seats folded. Now, these Escapes are generally reliable, but there are a few things you need to check. Some 2016 and 2017 models had issues with the cooling system, specifically the coolant intrusion into the cylinders. Ford issued a recall for this, so make sure that's been done. Also check the PTU, that's the power transfer unit, if the vehicle has all-wheel drive. The PTU fluid needs to be changed every 30,000 miles, but a lot of people don't know that. If it hasn't been serviced, it can fail, and that's a $1,500 to $2,000 repair. The Ford Escape is a really well-rounded choice. It drives nicely, has good tech, and if you get the right engine and make sure maintenance has been done, it should serve you well. Just do your homework on the specific vehicle you're looking at. Now we're getting into the really good stuff. At number 3 is the 2014 to 2016 Mazda CX-5. If you want an SUV that's actually fun to drive, this is your answer. Mazda has a reputation for making vehicles that handle better than their competitors, and the CX-5 is no exception. This thing drives more like a car than an SUV. The steering is sharp. The suspension is tuned really nicely. It's just more engaging than most compact SUVs. You've got a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder making 184 horsepower, paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. Not a CVT, not a dual clutch, just a good old reliable automatic. And it gets around 20 for city, 31 highway, so the fuel economy is competitive too. The interior quality is a step above most of the competition. Mazda really focused on materials and build quality. Here's where the CX-5 really shines reliability. These are some of the most dependable compact SUVs you can buy. Mazda doesn't have the crazy complicated transmissions or problematic turbo engines. They kept it simple, and it pays off. The biggest thing you'll need to do is regular maintenance. Oil changes, brake pads, maybe struts if you're getting one with higher miles. But there aren't really any major widespread issues with these. That's rare in this price range. So why isn't this number 1? 2 reasons. First, cargo space is a little smaller than some competitors, about 30 cubic feet behind the rear seats. Second, and this is the bigger one, they hold their value really well. That's great if you own one, but it means you might have to search harder to find one under 15,000. When you do find one, it might have higher miles or be a little rougher cosmetically than some other options on this list. If you find a CX-5 in your budget with decent miles and good maintenance records, grab it. This is one of the smartest buys you can make in the used SUV market. Fun to drive, reliable, and built with quality materials. Coming in at number 2, we have the Honda CR-V from 2015 to 2016. These are from the 4th generation of CR-V, and they're legendary for reliability. Let's talk about why Hondas have such a good reputation. It's simple, they just work. The CR-V has been one of the top-selling compact SUVs in America for years because people know they can count on it. You're getting a 2.4-litre 4-cylinder engine making 185 horsepower paired with a CVT transmission. Now, before you freak out about the CVT, Honda CVT is way more reliable than Nissan's. It's not bulletproof, but Honda engineered it better, and these don't have the same failure rates. Fuel economy is excellent, 26 city and 33 highway. And real-world fuel economy is actually close to those numbers, which isn't always the case. This is where the CR-V absolutely dominates. Interior space is massive for a compact SUV. 5 adults can actually sit comfortably, even on long trips. The seats are supportive and there's tons of headroom and legroom. Cargo space, 37.2 cubic feet behind the rear seats, and when you fold them down, you get over 70 cubic feet. Plus, Honda's Magic Seat system in the back lets you flip the seat bottoms up to fit tall items. Super clever design. There are storage compartments everywhere, a center console that can fit a laptop, door pockets that actually hold stuff, and the dashboard layout is just logical. Most 2015 to 2016 CR Versas have a backup camera, Honda's multi-angle rearview camera on higher trims, Bluetooth, and an easy-to-use touchscreen. Some have Honda Sensing, which gives you adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic emergency braking. If you can find one with Honda Sensing in your budget, that's a huge bonus. Here's what you need to know about maintaining a CR-V. Follow Honda's maintenance schedule. Oil changes every 7,500 miles or so. Transmission fluid every 90,000 miles. And keep up with the basics. Do that, and these engines easily go to 100,000 miles or more. There are very few common problems with these. Some owners report the infotainment system freezing occasionally, which is annoying but not a deal breaker. Some have had issues with the AOC compressor, but that's not widespread. So why isn't the CR-V number 1? It's really close, honestly. The CR-V is maybe a little boring to drive compared to the Mazda, and it doesn't quite have the features and value of our number one pick. But make no mistake, if you buy a CR-V, you're getting one of the most practical, reliable SUVs on the market. The Honda CR-V is the safe choice, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's practical, reliable, efficient, and it will just keep going. If that's what you need, this should be at the top of your list. And finally, at number 1, we have the 2013 to 2015 Toyota RAV4. This is the best overall value you can get in a used SUV under $15,000. And here's why. Toyota has built its entire reputation on reliability, and the RAV4 is the poster child for that. These things are known for going 300,000 miles without major issues. And I'm not exaggerating, you can find RAV4S with that kind of mileage still running strong. You get a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder making 176 horsepower with a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's not the most powerful engine, and it's not the smoothest transmission, but it's proven. This powertrain combination has been in millions of Toyotas, and Toyota has worked out all the bugs. The RAV4 gives you everything you need and nothing breaks. Cargo space, over 38 cubic feet behind the rear seats. Fuel economy, 20 for city, 31 highway. Technology, backup camera, Bluetooth, touchscreen, it's all there. The interior isn't fancy. The materials aren't as nice as the Mazda. It doesn't drive as sharply as the Mazda or have quite the same space efficiency as the Honda. But what it has is rock-solid reliability at a price point where you can still get low-mileage examples. Here's the real reason the RAV4 is number 1. With your $15,000 budget, you can get a 2013 to 2015 RAV4 with 80,000 to 100,000 miles, which for a Toyota is barely broken in. That means you've still got another 100,000 to 150,000 miles of reliable driving ahead of you. Compare that to some other options where you might be pushing 120,000 miles or dealing with vehicles that have known issues. With the RAV4, you're getting more runway. Now, even though RAV4S are super reliable, you still need to check a few things. Look at the service records to make sure oil changes were done on time. Check for any rust underneath if you're in the rust belt. And if you're looking at an all-wheel drive model, make sure the AWD system engages properly. Test drive it and listen for any unusual noises. The RAV4 should be quiet and smooth. If it's not, that's a red flag. The Toyota RAV4 from 2013 to 2015 is the best used SUV under $15,000 because it offers the perfect combination of reliability, practicality, and longevity. It's not the most exciting choice, but it's the smartest choice. 10 years from now, this thing will still be running while other SUVs from this era are in the junkyard. Real quick, some honorable mentions that didn't quite make the top 5 but are still worth looking at. Hyundai Tucson 2016 to 2017. Good warranty coverage even used, but not quite as reliable long term. Subaru Forester 2014 to 2016. Great if you need AWD and live somewhere with snow, but can be pricier to maintain. Jeep Cherokee 2014 to 2016. Spacious and comfortable, but reliability is questionable with the 9-speed transmission. Alright, so there you have it, the 5 best used SUVs you can get for under $15,000 in 2026. To recap quickly, number 1 is the Toyota RAV4. Number 2, Honda CR-V. Number 3, Mazda CX-5. Number 4, Ford Escape. And number 5, Nissan Rogue. Remember, no matter which one you choose, always get a PI purchase inspection from a trusted mechanic. That $100 could save you thousands down the road. If this video helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe for more car buying guides, and drop a comment below telling me which SUV you're going with. I'll see you in the next video.